It's just me and you, huh? Where'd you go? Hey, show everybody what a good doggy you are. There you go. Look. Hey. Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. So I'm traveling with the dog up to North Carolina right now. Oh, it's time for her to be bred. Say hi. I don't know if you guys know, but Nalette does dog showing with her. She's a Lhasa Apso. She's got to do her business here. Whenever we take her out to go to the bathroom, she has to do this like ridiculous poo-poo dance where she spins around like 50 times in all areas until she finds somewhere that she's comfortable enough to take a dump. It's kind of ridiculous, but apparently it's something that dogs do. It's why I don't really breed dogs and stuff like that, because I don't want to walk them around, pick up poop, and do all those things that I have to do to be a responsible dog owner. Daisy, you feel better? Hey, psst, you feel better? To find a reputable breeder or she's a champion, a champion Lhasa Apso. So in order to find another champion Lhasa Apso to breed her with that has good bloodlines and would continue to make a good line of dogs, sometimes you have to travel to find that. This lady that I'm going up to drop her with has been breeding for I think most of her life. Probably one of the most knowledgeable people in the entire country, if not in the world, about Lhasa Apsos. And that's where we're taking her to do her thing. Sometimes it's fun traveling alone and getting a break from family life and kids and craziness. What do you think, Daisy? You ready to become a mom again? Mom again, mom again, mom again. You gonna be a mama? So we're pretty close here. Finally on her street here up in North Carolina. It's a really nice area. She's out in the country. These are like estates out here. It's beautiful. There's a lot of horses and things like that up here. Nice to live here. I would live here. I think they even have Wi-Fi. Me and Alette were really considering, we wanted to move onto property forever. We were trying to get acreage. And then we went out to some property that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And it was really nice. But when you're too far, there was like, the closest thing to do was, within 50 miles, was the biggest boll weevil in the world. That was their claim to fame. 50 miles away from where we were staying was a tourist attraction of the biggest boll weevil in the world. And it was like a giant concrete boll weevil that somebody had made or something. So that's the reality of living in the middle of nowhere. We're in North Carolina. This is not actually the middle of nowhere, but it's still maybe too far. I don't know. Okay. Very, very pretty. That's where your, I guess that's where your husband lives. That's your husband? Daisy, is that your, I guess we could call it your husband? I'm not really sure. Something like that. All right, let me go up here and get this transaction done. Drop Daisy off for her week of honeymoon bliss. We got a whole litter of little guys on the back porch. That's where Daisy's gonna do her thing. Oh, I know, you guys are so cute. What are you doing, honey?
Getting ready to take the dog out front to work with her, so she's ready for her little beauty pageant in a week.
Oh. Wait, this one?
Doesn't she look?
This one?
No, the other one.
Oh, that one.
Who doesn't look too different.
Yeah, it doesn't look that much better, right?
All right, you ready? Wait.
Ooh, show dog.
Wait.
She might need a new handler.
Probably. She's like an embroil.
So the reason she's being a little bit finicky right now is because she's a puppy, first of all, and she hasn't been worked with as much lately. So there's a show coming up in a week and a half. There's one show, and then a week after there's another show. So she's in the process of getting her show ready so that she can hopefully get a win.
Stand. Good girl. Stand. Good girl.
And a major. A major is when there's enough dogs in the show to where you get what's called a major win, which you get as you have to have a certain amount of those major wins before you can become a champion. You're not considered a champion, so you gather enough points. So she's in the process of trying to get all those points to get her what they call championed out. So she wants to get that's the goal.
Stand.
That might be distracting her.
Good girl. Stand. Good girl.
So the dog has to stand a certain way. You're trying to get her her back legs are supposed to be back a little bit. Her back is supposed to be kind of straight, and then her goes up into a nice neck. Her head should be held high, almost like she should look proud. So she's trying to get her to be comfortable in that stance and to do it on command. The judges want to see not only a dog that meets the breed standards, is structurally correct and looks correct, but it also needs to stand correctly and have the right temperament. They want a dog that seems, I think it actually should match what the breed is like. And this breed in particular was designed as a watch dog for, I think, in Tibet. I think these are the ones that would run around the palace and bark at if there was any intruders or anybody that shouldn't be there. So they're supposed to be proud and bold little dogs. Even though they're small and furry, they're supposed to be bold. They're not furry just to be pretty. The fur actually serves a purpose. Where they come from in Tibet, it is crazy cold. So they need to have enough fur to be able to survive that kind of cold comfortably. So that's why they are the way they are. So they're not just pretty, they're somewhat functional. Nolette's been doing this for about just under 2 years now. I don't know, I guess Daisy is 3 years old. So Nolette's been doing this for about 3 years now, if I'm gonna count, like from when we got the first dog. So there's a lot to learn about the showing circuit and how it all works. A lot of people will hire a professional handler, somebody that's paid to go into the ring with the dog, and they're very, very good at what they do. And they run the dog around the ring, and they can also help train your dog, I believe. And then there's people that try to do it themselves for the experience because they love it, or it's for the experience of doing it, or to save money, or for whatever reason. Nolette's chosen to try to learn how to do this herself, so it's been a real crash course. She's had a couple people really that have gone a long way, out of their way to really help her to learn how to do it. Some people that have been doing it, that have been showing dogs for many, many years, have taken her under their wing and really taken the time. She's been super appreciative of those people, and has really enjoyed the process. There's been a lot of trips and driving, mainly up and down the East Coast, and a lot of stuff in Florida. But sometimes you have to travel to be able to get to a show where there's enough dogs to warrant doing the show. So. She stinks. She stinks. She stinks.
But she looks pretty when she's all clean.
She's not clean right now, though.
When she gives kisses, you're not totally okay. Right?
No, I just got a call from the breeder who's got the male that is breeding with Daisy, who is our current, the one we have that's a champion that we're trying to breed. We have Rosie, the one she was showing or practicing with it a couple minutes ago in the street. That's that one we're trying to, or she's trying to get her to the point where she's a champion. That's going to take some time. And we have our one that is currently a champion that has already done all that work, that we're trying to breed her to get some puppies out of her, get another litter. This would be her second litter. So we just got a call from the lady who has her, and she is in the process of trying to update us on, you know, how their little romance is going. It sounds like it has, we only got a voicemail. It sounds like it hasn't gone yet, but Nolette's going to call her in a moment and just let her know exactly when she came into season so they can do that period math and figure out where she is and when she'll be ready to breed for sure. So she's going to be up there for a week and like 2 days, which should be enough window of time to get her at her peak time.
Make the magic happen.
Yeah, the peak time to be in season. So that's what she's working on right now. This is the world of Lhasas. One of the things that the Crazy Kerns do, mainly her, and then I just get dragged along to all the ridiculousness. I even ended up in the ring once showing a dog, which is just crazy because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey, just missed ya. No. It's like deja vu. We went through this before, remember? So I've been watching her, and I noticed it first last Tuesday. She was starting to spot. Like she was... Yes. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe... I think last... with Casey, we had this issue too. It took her a couple days to finally warm up and do, because we thought, oh, maybe we missed it, and then suddenly we caught. So I don't know. She was pretty much on clockwork when she came in. Like she came in right, probably within a week of where I expected her to come in. But I don't know. I didn't time how long her cycle was last time. So yeah, we'll see.